Hello。我们再等一下好了。原本是预定9点要实况，结果 FME 给我突然出了一点问题，所以处理到刚刚才开台，不好意思。慢慢来啊，你也是观众啊，对不对？本来这种东西就没有说一定要很多观众才能开啊，本来就是开爽的。先讲一下这个游戏的大概介绍一下好了。它的1代，其实这也不算它的2代，我自己是觉得它比较像小资料片那种感觉。它的1代是，在Xbox 360上是蛮有名的大作，我当初也是在那上面玩的。然后我也算是那个游戏的算蛮迷的。因为它里面有很多梗弄得还不错。我们等到9点半好了，9点半就开始。顺便再来聊一些其他东西好了。有人问我说，为什么我不要像卤蛋那样子，就是把画面弄成观众的对话框在旁边，然后跟游戏画面放在一起？其实我是蛮想这么做的啦，因为是蛮方便的，就是我一边玩我也可以看到那个观众的互动这样。可是现在有个问题就是，我是用 FME 啊，那个效果要用，你们说卤蛋那个效果要用 XSplit 比较好用，但是 XSplit 你们看我电脑下面的配备，你们就知道 XSplit 现在跟 ATI 7系列的显示卡有一点相容性问题，就是不知道他们是怎样会打架。我只要用 XSplit， 我实况15分钟以内一定会当掉，就我的那个实况就会突然关掉这样子，那就只能等 ATI 看什么时候要解决这个问题，这样，或者是 XSplit 那边他们什么时候要解决这个问题才能改。你要赞助我吗？你要赞助我另一个萤幕吗？那第二个就是说，其实我不太喜欢，就是为了就是缩小自己的游戏萤幕大小啦，觉得毕竟最主要还是玩游戏啦，互动是其次这样子，所以说变成说画面比较小，这样玩起来好像比较不爽，这样子比较不过瘾啊。 大概就是这样。好了，差不多就直接开始了。因为我是算老玩家了啦，1代有玩过了，所以这个难度我就直接从梦夜开始了。巴瑞，这个有玩前代的应该就会知道他是谁，他是主角的经纪人。Night Spring， 他是 Alan Wake 在成为畅销作家之前第一个作品。
He is part of a conflict between darkness and light that is both ancient and eternal. He is chasing a dangerous quarry, the herald of darkness. His evil doppelganger, known only as Mr. Scratch.
Maybe. But what are you gonna do then? By then, I'll have had my hands on everything you love.
这一段是真人拍的，还不错。
The man has been brutally spat out from the darkness that surrounds the shores of our reality. He has come to fight a decisive battle in Night Springs.
稍微前情提要一下好了，在前一代，他为了从黑暗深渊救他老婆出来，所以他就是自己进入了黑暗世界，换他老婆出来这样。然后他的现实世界呢，就被刚刚那个跟他长得一样，可是穿黑西装的那个叫做 Mr. Scratch， 中文翻成空壳先生取代了。然后他现在自己一个人在黑暗世界里面想办法要阻止那个空壳先生，因为那个空壳先生在现实生活一直在捣乱他的生活这样子。你可以看得出来，这个主角其实跟刚刚那个演员长得蛮像的，因为他就是照着刚刚那个演员的样子去打造出来的。他是一个芬兰演员。手电筒，非常重要的东西。哦，这个是被黑暗笼罩的东西，要用光去掉它的那个黑暗。没有，这是算是资料片吧，它不是2代，它算是有点像资料片的感觉。枪在哪里？这里。不过比较可惜的是，这个资料片没有中文化啦。它正常原本的 本传才有这种话，还有敌人出现了。然后像他在这个时候是无敌的，所以要用光把他的黑暗照掉，才能攻击他。哦，还有、啊，这只比较厚啊，我无电。真的比较厚，就怕有些人没有玩过一代，帮忙前情提要一下这样。
In another life, the man was a writer. He still practices that art, forging weapons of war out of ideas. But the violent currents that brought him here have scattered the pages he has written.
哦，原稿。
My name is Alan Wake, and I'm a writer. I didn't become one overnight. Like most writers, I struggled with it. A short story here, an article there. Then I got lucky and spent a year as a staff writer on the Night Springs TV show. It wasn't the great American novel of my fantasies, but it taught me discipline and craft, and the difference between wanting to be a writer and actually writing.
他就是介绍说他自己是 Alan Wake， 他是个作家，但他并不是一夕之间就成名了。他跟大部分的作家一样，都是经过一番努力这样子。那他在成为很有名的作家之前，他做了一个，他接到一个工作，然后是写一个跟 Night Spring 就是夜犬这个电视节目的剧本这样子。然后他说这个工作交给他了，让他知道了这个不同，就是想要成为一个作家跟真正在写作的不同在哪里。还有很多故事会像这样在原稿里面讲出来。没电池了。跳，我一直觉得他跳的姿势很滑稽。
The lights of the motel promise safety. The man senses that the solution to his predicament begins there.
有光的地方就是安全的，所以我们要往光明的地方前进。
Somewhere within the earth, space itself has been pierced, and from dark depths runs a steady flow of monsters. The man recognizes the hand of his evil double in this. He knows he must put an end to this madness.
哇，这里的空间被撕裂了。我哩嘞，我这数量有点多啊。这看起来果然没错，一副就是要叫我赶快跑的样子。先来溜。I
can't stay here now.
回头照一下，牵制他们，不然他们会一直追上来。电灯怎么坏掉了？这台电灯怎么有点……哦，解开武器箱，用原稿的数量解开武器箱。我这个要3个原稿，现在只有1张而已。待会来开。Hello。什么地方？哎呦，辣妹技工哎！
Hey, it's you. There. You remember me, right? Emma? Emma Sloan?
I think you might have something that belongs to me.
Really?
Typewritten page?
Oh, yeah, that's weird. I did find a page like that. I don't even know where it came from. It was all this weird stuff about the oil derrick and a satellite.
Yes, that's what I'm looking for.
Oh, well, I don't know how you knew I had it, but I guess it's yours. Listen, what's this all about? There are these really creepy guys hanging around the oil derricks. There's something really weird about them.
They're dangerous. I'm gonna deal with them. Try to stay out of their sight, okay? And stay in the light. They hate the light.
哦，又拿到另外一张新的现实卫星。
At the
这什么
oil
东西啊
derrick, the wheel had been jammed in place and turned until the oil gurgled and flowed thick and flammable. The warning lights were blinking in a fast rhythm, bright and steady, powered by the battery. The Kasabian CD was playing in the boombox, all distorted guitars and intense beat. High above, some piece of orbital junk or another collided with the satellite, knocking it radically off course. Trailing debris, it screamed down from the skies at an impossibly steep angle. All that high-tech engineering reduced to nothing more than a bullet that would destroy whatever it hit.
哦，这个太复杂，我懒得解释了。总之，这里感觉很像是他自己写出来的小说的世界，所以他都知道要去哪里找一些他应该要拿的东西。我可以继续讲话。
Just to be clear, you should know that we haven't actually met before.
Sure we have, Mr. Wake. Remember you stayed at the motel here.
No, the guy you're talking about just looks like me, even if he uses my name. He's behind all this trouble.
Oh, I thought, now that you mention it, I guess your aura looks a lot nicer than his, actually. I'm very sensitive to things like that.
哦，所以原本这个世界应该是那个空壳先生待着的，现在换成他进来，然后空壳先生出去这样。
There's a bunch of stuff I need to find.
The things mentioned on that page? Well, there's a lot of old crap lying around this place.
Great, thanks.
I think you should be able to find everything, except the satellite, obviously. Are you gonna tell me what this is?
I don't think that'd go over too well.
Why don't you let me be the judge of that?
Fine. The page is a formula for rewriting reality. Either I use it to close a strange portal to a place that isn't in our world, or shadowy serial killer monster things keep pouring out of there.
Yeah, you were right the first time.
You can think what you want about me, but there's still bad guys around. Be careful.
Well, you might be nuts, but I've seen the way they move, the way they look. I'll buy that.
They're called Taken. They aren't really human. Not anymore.
And they're climbing out of the oil well? What, do they have secret headquarters down there, or...?
No, that's just where the point of connection is. It's a hole that leads to, well, it's a really nasty place. That's why I need to close it.
And the guy who looks like you opened it, because he was hanging around the oil field before.
He gets around, unfortunately. Thanks for helping me.
Oh,
那么多话
I wish I thought you
讲
were
不完
just
欸
in that case.
Actually, I kind of expected you to.
Me too. But I feel like this is how it's supposed to go. Isn't that weird?
Not really. I get that a lot in my line of work.
What do you do anyway?
I'm a writer.
Obviously.
哦，还有啊，
What was that you said about my aura?
Oh, I'm very spiritual, you know. I can see auras.
不好意
But
思
I
啊，我
only
想把
use
它
it
看
for
完。
healing and helping people. I'm like a wise woman, you know. I give people insight and advice.
Look, just because I say crazy things doesn't mean I believe everything.
Don't be like that. Maybe you should take a few crystals with you if you're going out there. It might be dangerous. They soothe your energies and focus your mind. It's fantastic.
And they help me take out the bad guys?
Oh, well, no, not as such.
哎呦，
Yeah.
不好意思，
I think I'm...
Or I have some
电话。
wonderfully potent herbal detox suppositories.
Yeah, I'm good.
OK， 继续。就是一些闲聊啦，好像也没有什么特别的东西。这是什么？哎呦，钉枪哎！以前没有这个武器哎，好烂哦！会提早落地，不要，好弱，换回来。谁啦吼？唉，今天是怎样？电话一大堆，怎么回事 ？OK， 再继续。
The champion of light recognizes the page he got from the woman. It is a weapon of his own design, custom engineered to destroy the dark portal. If he recreates the conditions of the page, a great power will be unleashed.
哇，可以一次补满全部的弹药哎！哇，这太爽了吧！赞哦，这样就不用怕子弹不够了。前一代在梦夜的时候，都是在比逃跑的。我的电视哎。
Oh hell, this isn't gonna be good.
Is this on? How can you tell? I'm sorry, I'm not very good with gadgets. That's more like it.
那笑起来怎么那么淫荡？
I'll be right with you. I just gotta do this one thing. I like it quiet. I bet you're wondering why this is happening. Why am I doing all this? Why am I so hell-bent on ruining your life? You're cramping my style. You've got money, fame, everything you could want. But you don't know what to do with it. I do. I'm getting all the things you never had the balls to go for. Having more fun, too. Do you know the real difference between us? I'm not afraid to be the center of attention. This poor slob's just collateral damage, really. I mean, made some information out of him earlier. But this part? This is just for kicks.
这也太快了吧
So quiet.
说真的，看不太懂在说什么。不管了，继续前进。小地图上怎么有一些问号啊？哎呦，原稿哎！这代这么好心哦、还要把原稿给你标出来，那就不用找啦、
I know that when I arrive, The clarity of vision I have now may disappear. I've made my plans. I prepared for this. But I know the transition from the dark place will be hard on me. And not just physically. It may affect my mind.
可能是我麦太大声，
These
我
pages
等下
should
调
help
一
me
下。
remember and focus. That's worked for me before. Even if that fails, I think I will be able to trust my instincts. I'm navigating my own story. I'm hoping I'll know where to go and what to do, even if the details elude me.
调一下哦。我是怕这样子我的声音变太小声。哦，这里还有一张。诶，哇，锁起来了。好像没地方可以进去，等下再来看好了。诶，收音机。
Well, here you are, about to enjoy another cool Arizona night with me, Eddie Rodman, the host with the boast. Hey, any of you guys remember Old Gods of Asgard? Man, I actually saw them twice back in the 70s. I was just a kid then, but my dad worked at this club, and he'd sneak me in to see bands all the time, you know. Just talk about an education. Anyway, great band, couple of great albums, solid fan base, and then they kind of dropped off the face of the earth. Well, now, almost 4 decades later, they're making a comeback. And let me tell you, these boys have seen a lot of road. They're some serious rock and roll veterans, because they weren't too young even back in the day. Well, now I've got Odin and Tor Anderson, 2 of the original Old Gods, in the studio with me, along with their manager, Barry Wheeler. Nice to have you guys here.
Oh, hey, great to be here, Eddie.
Yeah, hey. Hello! Now, boys, let me just come out and say this, all right? Spring chickens, you ain't. I mean, you guys, you make the Stones look young.
You're only as old as you feel.
Who you calling old? Now, your last album was 1978's In the Valley of My Shadow. And then you stopped playing altogether after that. Why? And what made you do a comeback after all this time?
Well, it was a sad thing. See, the original bass player for Old Gods, Fat Bob Balder, passed away in...
Leukemia! Bob had leukemia, poor bastard. Yeah, after that, we didn't feel like playing no more.
Long story short, I ran into these guys up in Washington, and it was obvious to me that they still got it. So I figured, hey, let's make some music, right? And they went for it.
Now, Barry, you were a literary agent before this, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and you were very successful. You represented Alan Wake, I believe, who disappeared under mysterious...
Yeah, that's... Hey, I just want to talk about Old Gods tonight. Is that cool? Can we do that?
Oh, yeah, sure. Listen, why don't we take a little break, and then later on in the program, we'll hear the new Old Gods single. Stay tuned, folks.
Well, at least Barry landed on his feet.
所以 Barry 现在变成那个 Old God 的乐团的经纪人，他原本是这个主角的经纪人。然后 Old God of Asgard 那个乐团原本是2个疯子主唱，现在也复出了。所以现在我要去找那3个东西。可是我想先到处逛逛，觉得应该有什么东西我没有拿到。哎呦！
It's a little sad how many problems you can solve with buckshot.
赞啊！哪里比较对？我上去就有景，等一下再过来。 哦，他们的 AI 真的很机车，都会包抄。嘿，我躲。再躲。有个小 case 啦。这个子弹还蛮多的。哦，很搞。Too many legs.
The strands of webbing glistened in the beam of my flashlight, fine, almost ethereal. They were fresh and right in my path. I held my breath and waited, ears straining. Nothing. I moved on, concentrating on the task at hand. Just get what I was looking for, then leave. That's all I keep telling myself. For a moment, I actually thought it might be as simple as that. Then, I heard too many legs skittering across the ground.
这在说什么东西啊？目前还看不太懂。继续前进。火炬。后面有东西吗？去看看。我不该来的，该死！ 1、2、3，3只啊！被猫到一下，真危险！这袋血是不是有点少？怎么才3格而已 ？K 一下就快去了。 好吧，还是不要随便乱走好了。等一下又遇到怪物。去那边看看。靠！ 又有原稿，太棒了！追杀空壳先生
is a twisted copy of me, powerful and dangerous. But I know I can fight him. I don't think anybody else can. They don't understand what he is, what he represents, or that all the horrible things he does here are almost insignificant compared to what he will unleash on Earth given the chance. But I've survived the dark place, and it has taught me things. How to cope, how to stay sane when the world goes crazy. He's 2 steps ahead of me, but I can find him. And I believe I can stop him.
就是空格先生是他的一个扭曲版本这样子，还要追杀他这样。对啊，可以恢复啊，等一下再过去，因为我看到原稿又坏掉了。感觉这一代它是不让你一直待在那个灯下面的，你一过去要帮你补血就会坏掉，然后过一阵子它又会再亮起来，应该是这个样子了。试试看。对啊，走过来又坏掉。第一个东西，我嘞，电池。
That's one thing down.
满了啊！这代只能拿5个，上一代拿超多的。加油站。谁刚来过？ 东西在那边闪，有武器箱，哦，10张，我有几张不够，该死！我去那里升10张原稿来啊！才6张而已。
To change reality, you nudge it into the right direction. Your version of it is there, waiting. It wants to come true. All you need to do is help it achieve its potential. The devil is in the details. You change the details of the scene to match those on the page. If you get the details right, if you achieve that critical mass, the shift will come, and the rest of your new reality overrides the existing paradigm. The lie, no matter how outrageous, is now the truth.
就是怎么把他写的东西变成真的，跟现实的东西互换。这什么地方？第2个。哦，这啥小？
The enemy tears itself in two to avoid the hated light. It becomes weaker, but more numerous. Such is the arithmetic of horror.
他们会一直分身呢。我现在没空接电话。所以就是这种怪物照到光会分身就对了，变比较弱的个体。
That was just messed up.
新怪物。
The reality we take for granted is softer, more adaptable than we think. Under correct conditions, you can reshape it, turn it into almost anything you want. When it happens, almost nobody notices. It's not that we forget, it's that after the change, there's nothing to remember. Only those who have been directly touched by the powers that can shift reality are aware of the changes. Many are driven mad by it, others can cope. I'm one of those people. And I know how to wield that power to rewrite reality.
感觉这游戏被我玩起来，不太像恐怖游戏了。经过上一代的锻炼， 好像没什么难度了。CD
That's 2. Just 1 more to go. Something tells me I'm really gonna need the extra firepower.
我们来扶枪用用。哎呦，感觉出去好像会有什么怪物哎。没有。这是什么？还蛮阴森的这里。什么都没有。为什么？哦，又一张。
Some of the Taken aren't protected by the darkness like their comrades. Instead, their aversion to light is so extreme that they literally split into 2 when they encounter strong light. It leaves the 2 halves weaker, but of course, there's strength in numbers. It's a disturbing development. The dark presence I faced 2 years ago was powerful, but it didn't have much in the way of imagination. Clearly, the same cannot be said of Mr.
我就是当初在讲刚刚那个会分身的怪。最后一个。哦。
Wait.
哦，靠边！哦，喝嘎仔！我靠，不喝嘎仔了。又没电。哦，填弹，填弹。爆你头！吓死人！突然倒下来。
The man has found the battery, but it is empty. It will need to be recharged.
对啊，回去充电。我可以开刚刚那个箱子。哦，还有光哎！冲锋枪。哦，不是很好控制，说真的，好飘啊，非常飘。算了，用用看。120发子弹还不错啦。
I need this battery charged.
No problem. Here you go.
Thanks.
可以讲话。 讲笑话好了。
Listen, I don't know what's gonna happen exactly when I do this. My memory's a little hazy.
I don't even know what that means.
All I'm saying is you don't want to come anywhere near the oil field, all right? This thing could get out of hand.
In the middle of highly flammable materials. Great.
I'll do my best to contain it.
Just please don't turn out to be some kind of crazy terrorist guy, okay?
Okay, I'm gonna go now. Wish me luck.
Wait a sec, I want to ask you about something first. What did you mean with that my memory's a little hazy thing?
I had a pretty rough time coming here. It was like being caught in a tsunami. I blacked out for a while. It's hard to explain. There's a barrier of sorts that I had to break through. I was lucky to make it here with my wits as intact as they are.
So you might have brain damage. You're about to do great things with a magic piece of paper, and you came here from another dimension?
No, I'm from New York. I was just visiting another dimension.
Oh, yeah, okay. My bad.
这女的根本就觉得她是神经病。不是啊，这是恐怖冒险游戏，只是我玩起来好像没那么恐怖，因为我前一代玩的蛮熟的。奇怪的声音呢？我早就知道了。我很怕被从后面刚刚好，看一下有没有别人从后面绕过来。真的不太好控制。哇！被砍到脚。被挡住，挡什么？都超伤子弹的啦，射没几个就快没子弹了。哎呦，左轮哎，赶快换！
Can't go wrong with the classic.
这个好。走错了。上面一直有奇怪的声音呢，好像很多人的样子。我靠，分身的！左轮唯一的坏处就是填弹速度超慢。
Time to make some serious changes.
Checked. The wheel was in place, the oil was flowing, the battery was attached, the lights were blinking, the CD was playing the boombox. 哦，收音机。 这里吧。对。电池要插在哪里？这里吧。哦，对。哎，开灯。哎，还没会结束啊？哦，要转开这个。哦。我靠，这哪招？就这样把一个卫星搞下来。配上这个背景音好像有点酷哎。现在是怎样？我要赶快逃离这里，是不是？没路了 ，shit！ 来搞破坏了，对不对？我靠！被卫星直接砸下来。可以调查吗？没东西，搞什么？好像有什么声音呢？啊呵，酒。突然没电。对哈，忘了补血。哎，怎么没有血给我补？哇，还有啊！我靠！这个胖子超多的，造杀！还有一个胖子。太多只了吧？先补个弹药。
Easy. I got him. You're safe. I need you to tell me what you know about him. The guy who looks like me.
应该是因为我直接玩梦夜的关系吧。
There was a party in one of the rooms. It was pretty wild. I'm not sure which room.
这一怪都特别硬。
You didn't attend?
No, I wasn't there. But it got way out of hand. Anyway, I heard that he went to the diner and there was a fight there or something. Maybe you could find out more from there. I got some keys that you could maybe use.
You just happen to have the keys, huh? Fine. I'll take a look. Stay here.
Like hell. I'm getting out of here as soon as you leave so I could close up this place and go home.
Emma, you really want to stay here in the light.
Yeah, thanks for the advice, but I'm not sticking around. Just go already, okay?
Are you okay?
I guess. Thanks for the help. Were those what'd you call them? The Taken? What are they?
It's complicated. Short version, the darkness can take people over. That's why I had to destroy the oil derrick. Otherwise, they would have overrun the place.
Wow, I didn't think you'd actually do it. I mean, I didn't think it'd work. That's crazy.
Let me just try one more time at the risk of sounding like a broken record. It's bad out there. I don't want you hurt. You should stay put.
Yeah, while you turn this place into an inferno, run around shooting things up and play some kind of weird games with your psycho evil twin. Don't get me wrong, you're nice for a weirdo. I'm impressed as hell by all of this, but enough is enough. I seriously just want to get out of here, okay?
哇，生气了，好凶哦！你是在拍啥？好吧，他给了我们餐厅的钥匙，就去那里看看吧。饮料机耶，我不能买饮料。还有需要给光照一下，我的血少一格。有光 ，Go！
A poltergeist. Its existence is one of rage and hostility, and its very presence turns ordinary objects into
我
deadly
真的我讨厌这个东西，
Oh, shit!
这个很难躲。哦，喝嘎仔，差一点。搜一下，那看起来没有原稿哎，应该会藏一两个原稿在这里才对啊，怎么会这样？
The scene. Traces of violence. A callous midnight snack. A room key left carelessly behind. The man recognizes the enemy's handiwork.
I think these are keys for the motel rooms.
这什么？
Satellite and now this? That place might be involved.
红崖山脉观测站，不知道干嘛的。哦，那我现在可以去 hotel 开那个钥匙的门了。
Emma Sloan was a believer in a great many things, most of which were entirely
大妹好像要
fallacious.
GG 了。
Emma Sloan, an innocent victim of his dark half. More collateral damage in the ongoing war. Damned by forces beyond her control, as much as by her own actions.
喂，哪来的？就觉得后面怪怪的。哦，我是连击的。没子弹啦！哦，哎呦，刚刚有光可以补血一下。 什么的辣妹济公GG了，这下该怎么办呢？去！靠，人什么都没有。补个子弹。耶，拿原稿。
My own face peered back at me from the TV screen. For a moment, I struggled with the sensation of déjà vu. How many times have I seen myself like this now? And then there was that easy grin that never seemed quite as quick or natural on my own lips. The dark, malicious twinkle in the eyes. And I knew who I was looking at. As he pulled back and revealed the room behind him, my throat went dry. There was nothing I could do but watch.
这间房间应该就是刚刚那个电视里面，他把那个男的干掉那间房间。
Damn.
哦
Michael Farabee, dead, tortured,
有个死人
dressed
呢
in。clothes that bore the name of a local observatory. A slim lead, but solid enough. It stirs something deep in his mind. He knows where to go now.
为什么想到草泥马那个影片？There's dead people in my house.
I guess that'll have to be my next stop.
啊，所以接下来要去那里吗？踩，我踩，再踩。哦，
The observatory. Hot on the heels of the Herald of Darkness, the Champion of Light forges on to see the stars.
看来是要去下一章喽。哎，怎么不让我自己开车去啊？没有乐趣，上一代都可以自己开车，应该要让我们自己开一下才对啊。
An observatory. A place for a man to witness the magnificence of the universe. But such insights are not what the Champion of Light is looking for. He has come to find a weapon.
Oh. 这时候要四处闲逛一下。哎，哇，鬼挡墙，过不去。哇，不能探险。红崖山脉，海拔4000英尺，还有奇怪的烟呢。看起来好像没人呢。收音机。
Welcome back, listeners. As you know, I'm Eddie Rodman, and I'm still talking to old gods of Asgard, who are doing their big comeback tour. How's that been going for you? Odin?
Splendid! I'm having the time of my life. You know, I didn't realize how much I'd missed that.
And what about you, Thor?
It's okay, you know.
Well, this must bring back a lot of memories.
Oh, yeah. It's wonderful to be back on stage. If it wasn't for my knee, I'd feel like a young man again.
Well, speaking of that, I hate to keep harping on this age thing, but I gotta tell you, I've heard your new songs, guys, and you sound really good.
Thank you.
And this may be a touchy subject, but to be blunt, you really don't sound, well, old. I mean the difference between your speaking voice and your singing voice, it's pretty striking.
What the hell are you talking about? You saying it's not us singing on that record? What's he talking about?
No, I'm not saying that, guys, but I can't help noticing the difference.
Son, you're on thin ice. You calling me a liar?
Hey, let me just step in here for a moment, boys. Yeah,
Yeah, go
they
疯子。
do sound different, but believe me, we're not talking Milli Vanilli here. These guys are the real deal. Why don't you come to the gig tomorrow night and see for yourself? Once they get on that stage, boom, things get real.
Really?
Believe me, they play like they're possessed. It's almost like magic. Look, you see my boys play, you see the old gods for real. These guys project a lot of power. They're not lightweights, you know what I'm saying?
All right, Barry, I'll see if I can make it. Now, let's take another quick break here, and after that, we'll play the new Old Gods of Asgard single. Don't you go away.
那个主持人说，那个乐团那两个老人的声音，讲话的声音，他说他听了他们的单曲，他说他觉得他讲话的声音跟唱歌的声音听起来差好多、哦。然后那两个老人就是那个乐团就说：“你是怀疑我们骗你吗？你是怀疑我们找别人来帮我们录音吗？”哎呦，靠北，灯突然破掉，还蛮白痴的。哦。这有个原稿。
As a storyteller, my first real love was crime. And it was in that genre that I finished my first novel, starring the perpetually miserable Alex Casey, whose entire life was a wound that never healed. The books sold as fast as they hit the shelves. I wrote 5 more Alex Casey books, and they all were bestsellers. I became rich. I became famous. Success brought pressure, and I didn't handle it very well.
他说他写了他第一部卖座的作品，就是那个 Alex Casey 系列的那个小说。其实我觉得他那个 Alex Casey 有点是在侧写他自己，就是一个生活都是人生充满伤痕的角色这样子。然后他这个书都一上架就卖光了，然后他又写了5本这个 Alex Casey 系列的书，全部都是畅销书。他变得很有钱，变得很有名，然后成功就带来压力，然后他并没有处理得很好，所以他一代后来就，就是后来那个样子。有机会的话再实况一代好了，不然短时间有点难解释啊。什么东西啊？这个球是怎样？哦，下水道爬出来，吓死人！小菜一碟。 去。哦，有武器箱，15张。我是去哪里升15张回来？ 哦，有一张。
I've seen the enemy, and it's me. I've faced dark horrors before, things that live in the unimaginable pressures of the world beyond our own. Sometimes they masquerade as humans. That's what ultimately lurks inside Mr. Scrooge. He's every mean-spirited tabloid story about me, an evil caricature. A creature formed in that vague territory of misconceptions, half-truths, and the dark imagination of people who heard a story about me. An urban legend made flesh. A serial killer. My dark half. Brought to life by the power of Cauldron Lake.
就是说，那个空壳先生是他，算是他黑暗的那一面，然后具现化出来了，因为那个巨斧湖的力量。 在一代那个湖，哦，从外面爬上来是这样。 哦，闪光弹哎，好棒！有一张原稿。
The spiders aren't really the work of the enemy. They're a side effect. A part of the dark place's less significant fauna that has managed to slip through the opening I made when I arrived. Less an animal than an idea that has assumed the form of an animal. Makes them no less dangerous, but at least they're a little easier to deal with. The darkness doesn't protect them like the Taken, and thus they can be destroyed by either light or bullets right away.
所以等一下会有蜘蛛的怪的意思吗？这还蛮讨厌的。它感觉就很像一代那个乌鸦啊，就是纯动物的，用光照就可以杀死。哦，这什么？我现在是用什么啊？它不是一样？火炬。先四处逛逛好了。哦，又有个武器箱，40张，我的妈呀！哎，有一张。
The pressure of success got to me. My wife Alice was the sole thing in my life that anchored me. Suddenly it wasn't enough. I couldn't write anymore. I distracted myself with wild parties and whatever trouble I could scare up. I wallowed in the drama of my life, sure that Alice would stick with me even though she didn't sign up to be the lifeline of a tortured artist. It was my dumb luck she's not the type to give up.
手电筒可不可以改亮度哦？可以啊。可是它的那个另外一个聚光亮度是要加快驱散那个敌人黑暗的速度。那这章就是在讲说，这个成功的压力压倒了他，所以他老婆就安排了他到一代的那个心理治疗师那边去，这样。然后接下来就是一代之后发生的事情，就他老婆被黑暗抓走了这样子。这什么地方？哦，这刚那个楼梯。
Hello? I'm Dr. Rachel Meadows and... Wait a moment, it's you! I can't believe you dare show your face around here again.
讲是怎样？里面的人控制这些人啊？这里地理位置不太好，被包围了。哦，哪里冒出来的？吓我一跳！
Go away.
It wasn't me. I just look like him.
Are you serious? That's what you're going with? Please.
I'm trying to stop him. You saw those shadow things trying to kill me, right? I bet he got along with them just fine.
Yes. Yes, he did. All right. Come on in.
Thank you.
哦，有电视。
Hey, buddy. I figured I'd take a moment to talk to you. There's a party next door. I'm feeling pretty good right now. A little beer, a little fun, you know? It's nice. Listen, this whole thing between us, it's a little weird for me too, you know? I mean, we don't just look the same, there's a lot we share. I mean, up here, I know you, right? So I was thinking maybe we could...
Anna. 有屁快放好不好？
These guys are getting out of control. Look, I feel like we're both victims of circumstance here. And maybe we could make some kind of effort to...
Oh. 是怎样？又要去杀人就对了。
Never mind.
我靠，搞屁啊！等你等半天，跟我说了一句算了，我超想揍他的。 把谁干掉。哦，闪光弹。
Just a moment, I'll send the lift down to you. I didn't expect to see anyone here tonight, but I'm relieved to see an actual person. That's assuming this isn't some kind of cruel trick on your part, of course.
贾斯汀现在是有点累个，是不是？哦，
Doctor, the man who looked like me.
辣妈
What
一
did he
个。
want here?
There's a strange astronomical event happening right now. Something I can't begin to classify, but I think it's disabled our satellite. There's a very peculiar signal that we're receiving.
A signal. That's what I'm here for.
Well, so was he. But he didn't seem to understand it at all. He got very angry, sabotaged our imaging array, and now we're blind. I believe the event is still going on, but we can't pick it up.
Is there something we can do?
What he broke is essentially just a special camera, but we can't use the telescope without it. There's a replacement in my car. If you can get that to me, we're back in business.
Consider it done.
Oh.
Tell me more about the signal.
It's almost as if something's being transmitted to Night Springs. It's the strangest thing. It's quite elusive, almost as if it wasn't properly there. I don't know how to describe it.
So, what was the signal like?
I wish I knew. He appeared before I had a good fix on it. He was very pleasant when I was working, but when I isolated the signal, he suddenly forced me out of the control booth. He said it was none of my business. He seemed to change. Somehow he was very smooth and charming before that, but suddenly he became, I'm sorry. I'm not sure I want to talk about it.
你都穿这样工作吗？
I have to ask, do you always wear that to work?
I was at a party for a local art exhibition. Fascinating works. When I was called away by my assistant, Michael was the first to spot this event. I don't know where he is now, actually. He was supposed to bring us some food, but he never showed up.
Tell me about the event.
Oh, it's quite fascinating. It looks as if stars were changing, somehow. Or shifting positions. It isn't really happening, of course. Most likely it's caused by some kind of atmospheric refraction phenomenon, but I've never seen anything like it.
Did he hurt you?
No, he didn't quite threaten me exactly, but those shadowy things started to crawl into view, and whatever the signal was, he seemed to be extremely frustrated by it. He just started breaking things and left. I thought it best not to interfere.
You were lucky. He's done much worse.
Yes. He showed me a knife, and he kept talking. He enjoyed the sound of his own voice. A proper maniac. You really aren't anything like him, are you?
Believe me, I try very hard not to be.
好，现在要去他车拿那个接收卫星讯号的编译器，感觉会是一个不太顺畅的旅途啊。
Good luck, and try to be careful. It's a very expensive part, and we don't have a replacement. Oh dear, that sounded more callous than I intended. Be safe.
居然没有敌人呢，出乎我意料之外，应该会来几个才对啊。什么声音？ 怪怪的哦，好像有那个。
This must be her car.
对啦，就是这个。刚刚一直听到好像很多只脚的东西爬来爬去的声音。这蛮 easy 的。好像还有一直听到那个叽里咕噜的声音。不妙，超多只，我要来闪了。酸哦。
I found it!
Excellent. I'll operate the platform directly below the telescope so you can install the array. Don't worry, it's very easy.
Whoa.
Brilliant, you got it. I'll just run a quick diagnostic on it. Yes, it's in perfect order. All right, we're good to go. Let's take a look at the skies.
Oh. What?
I have to shut this down. There's a problem with the automated coolant system. Somebody just interrupted the flow.
So now what?
Well, you could go and open the secondary coolant flow valves manually. I know it's dangerous there, but, well...
I got it!
Please come talk to me if you have questions.
上去找他一下吧。
Is there something I should know about this coolant thing?
Oh no, it's quite straightforward. The telescope is very heavy, and moving it generates a lot of heat. So do all of the electronics. Overheating could cause damage, so it shuts down automatically if the coolant fluid isn't flowing. And hot electronics generate instrument noise, which we want to eliminate as much as possible.
What is this coolant anyway? Is it dangerous?
We use liquid nitrogen. It's quite safe.
If I can make it to the valves in one piece.
Yes, there is that. Good luck.
I'm assuming you didn't have this kind of trouble using the telescope earlier, when my double was here.
No, it went very smoothly, until he turned into a nutter. This doppelganger of yours doesn't seem to want anyone else to look at this phenomenon. Honestly, it seems a little pointless to me. There are many eyes on the sky.
I'm not sure what we're gonna get once this thing is working again, but I have a hunch. I doubt it has anything to do with outer space, or that anyone else can see it. I think it's a message for me.
For you? That seems unlikely. And even if it were a very localized phenomenon, surely it's visible to others in the area.
Maybe, but I wouldn't bet on it. There's a reason he came here, and a reason he doesn't want me looking at it.
好吧。 又要出去了，外面很危险。
Just remember, you need to release all 3 valves. It doesn't matter what order you do it in.
第一个，第二个在哪里？又是一堆蜘蛛的地方，讨厌。哦。哦。第二个，第三个在哪儿？冲啊 ！Go！ 哦，什么东西？子弹？哇，不是猎枪的。好近，吓我一跳。
I've carried a flashlight and a gun for so long that I feel naked without either. It's all too often that I need them. The darkness protects the taken. Shadows crawl over their forms like living things, protecting them from harm. Blows that would injure or kill a human outright mean nothing to them as long as the darkness persists. But light makes them vulnerable. Light burns the shadows away. The darkness that drives them is still in them, but now they're vulnerable. Flashlight and gun. Sometimes it feels they're all I have left.
就是说，在跟那个黑暗俘虏战斗，没什么特别的。在这里。呀。
Okay, that should do it.
哦。哦不。哦不。哦，挡住他！哦，Oh shit， 被压到了！ 挡住他，居然没挡住。哦。哦，太妙啊！赶快跑！哦。我喝。这也太宽，这也太宽了。
Released all the valves, Doctor. Is it working?
Just bear with me a moment. Yes, I believe you've got it sorted. It's working again. Nicely done. That sounds like trouble. I don't think they're happy with our success.
不会吧
Look out, they found a way in.
我靠，这样你们也进得来？这也太窄了。圆形的地形不太好打，容易被包抄哎，怎么办？闪光弹！哦！没子弹啊！哦，后面还有啊，人太多了吧？靠！吓死我了！
Sighted in now. I still have no idea what I'm looking at, but it's very strange indeed. Oh, where are my manners? Please, come on up. I'm sorry, I was distracted.
他们会一直，他们出的点不止一个，一直从奇怪的地方冒出来，一直被包围。
Receiving the signal now.
Oh yes, it's coming in loud and clear. It's amazing. I'm not sure what it is yet, let alone where it's coming from, but it's interacting with our system somehow, like it was intended for us. But I don't understand how that could be.
Maybe that's just how the story goes.
What?
Never mind. Is there a way I can hear it? Or however this is supposed to work?
I think the signal is incomplete somehow, but you should be getting a printout of it now.
不完整。
What do you mean it's incomplete?
It's almost as if we're only getting a fragment of it.
I need the whole thing. This is important.
I'm sure it is, but this is all we're getting.
Did the man who looks like me get the whole thing?
He locked me out of the booth, so I have no way of knowing. But I can tell you that he didn't really seem to understand it.
So, what's in the sky?
It doesn't make any sense. The stars are just... they're wrong. I thought I'd be able to see something, but it's like I'm looking at a sky that's just... it's not the right sky. But that's impossible.
I consider myself a rational man, Doctor. But this isn't a thing you can measure or explain. I've seen impossible things that have taught me just to roll with some punches. It's either that or go insane.
I find it disturbing that you sound like you're speaking from ample experience.
A printout of a signal. It too is a weapon created by the Champion of Light. In its words, stirs a new reality, but it is incomplete.
Champion of Light.
And yet, it provides a roadmap for the man to follow, a course that will lead him to a place where he may confront his enemy.
好，又下一张了。哎，都不给我们开车，真的很讨厌呢。我超想要开车的。
The drive-in. Once the site of lurid celluloid fantasies, it's now the site of an art exhibition. And yet, it's the search for closure rather than culture that brings the Champion of Light here.
露天戏院，又是个新场景。好像有什么声音呢？诶，原稿在哪里？
Oh, it's you. That's fantastic.
Are you okay?
Go away. No, I want you.
怎样？你傲娇啊
You'll get
？Go away,
angry
yo! I
if
want
you're
you.
here. So, you gotta go. You know I'll do what you want.
Okay.
I love you so much. Did you know that love hurts? Are you gonna hurt me now? 'Cause you should.
Lady, you got darkness on the brain. I think I can help you if I can get the lights on in here.
You can't turn the power back on. It's not allowed. You said.
So, where shouldn't I go so I don't turn the power back on accidentally?
It's the big building on the other side of the drive-in, but it's locked.
Where's the key? Just so that I know to avoid it.
It's on the wall next to the cash register. But you can't. You can't. Don't be bad.
Hey, no problem. I'm just gonna go do some other stuff. Scout's honor.
这女人有点淫荡的感觉。压到那一个。
Just try to stay calm. I've seen this kind of thing before. I think you're gonna be okay.
Why is it so hard to think?
You've been touched by darkness. I'm hoping it's not permanent.
Remember when you were here before, and you kissed me, and then everything got all dark? That was the best.
Listen, this is very important. Where did I go? Can you tell me that?
Baby, you don't need to go anywhere. You're here now, and you're in my head. You should be in me. You should touch me again.
没救了。
A 10-foot pole, lady. Hey, just in case there's a part of you in there that's freaking out right now, it's not your fault. I promise I'll do what I can to help you, okay?
I don't... Please go away.
Don't sweat it. I'm just saying that in case you really need to hear it, I've been there.
I think there are spiders in my eyes. I think you put them in me.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go now.
Oh. 补给一下。哦，录音机。
we're back with Old Gods of Asgard and their manager, Barry Wheeler. Guys, you're on your comeback tour, and you're playing a lot of your classic material, but you've also got a new single out, right? How'd that come about? Was it hard to go back into the studio after such a long time?
Are you kidding me? They were chomping at the bit. They were just itching to stretch those creative muscles. Now, it had been a while because, you know, they spent a lot of time in,
Retirement. We were retired.
We were?
Yeah. No. We were at the lodge, and we escaped. We were at the retirement.
Thing, retirement thing.
两个笑嘅，嗰啲人笑嘅啊。
You know, really, once we got in the studio, things started happening. Now, the music has changed a little bit, and the boys were a little rusty, so it took us a while to find the right gear. But hey, once we got going, whew, boy, they kicked ass. And it's an awesome song. It's called Balance Slays the Demon, and seriously, I think it's their finest work. And hey, I should know, I produced it.
Oh, really? I didn't know you were a producer.
Well, this was my first time. I mean, they needed a little bit of guidance, you know what I mean? I mean, don't get me wrong, these guys are the best. But it's the 21st century, man. Things just sound a little different these days. So, you know, I kind of stepped in there, helped them make it sound all cool, kind of jazzed it up.
That sounds like a challenge.
Oh, no, it was really easy, man. I was just, you know, like, hey, give it a little zing, you know? Let's take it to another level so it really rips. You know, let's just throw some really sweet synths in. Like that, you know, just kicked it up a notch. But it's totally Old Gods.
Well, listeners, you can judge for yourselves. Here's Old Gods of Asgard.
哎呦，放单曲了。
Slays the Demon.
Oh, yeah.
哎呦。 听一下好了，顺便休息一下，玩了一段时间了。
The balance becomes a stranger.
来颇长诶，不过还是听一下好了。不错，还蛮 rock 的。好，没事，线有点打结。OK， 继续。哦，对了，刚不是有个原稿？奇怪，我在外面啊。
The man has encountered this before. People whose integrity has been suborned by the insidious touch of the darkness. He has experienced it himself, but merciful light burned away the darkness in his brain.
My writer's block got worse. I didn't sleep much anymore. My life with Alice seemed like a constant fight. I was a wreck. Alice took steps. She booked a vacation in Bright Falls, a small town in Washington. It was supposed to be a chance to break out of the cycle I was in. She didn't know about the darkness in Cauldron Lake.
就是他因为他开始没办法写作，压力的关系，然后老婆帮他就是预约那个心理治疗，在亮浦镇，然后就发生了，之后就是发生了一代的事情这样。继续前进。哦
Not good.
我哩嘞。我看到冲锋了。另一个怎么不见了？还有另一个嘞？什么箱？30张，算了，是有第二轮是不是？第一轮根本不可能拿那么多原稿啊！哦
Oh look, Mr. Hero's here. You
Boss
ready
there.
to save the day?
哦，这作弊哦，太作弊了啦！我靠，生怪！ 我靠，跳起来没有用。呜呼！高低差有用，哈哈。刚刚想说很帅气的跳起来，逃过他的攻击，却还是中了。哦，那里有张原稿。飞起来的车。
The car seemed to sail through the crisp mountain air in slow motion, spinning around one axis almost lazily. The moment was hypnotic. Then it struck the pipeline in a shower of sparks, the impact turning the windshield into a burst of safety glass. As it hit the ground, I snapped out of my reverie. The car was rolling downhill, slowing down as every bump killed momentum, but still coming. The fence wouldn't be enough to stop it.
就是在讲刚刚那个车而已，也没什么。什么地方？好像是零食店。哦，没事。广播，十字弓好像很屌。哦。我被卡住了。补给一下。